Hi folks, this is Rose from In Rose's Garden, and today we are going to work on an anklet using some of the beads from the Bargain Bead Box for August Woodland Whimsy. Let's turn down and I'll show you what we're going to make. Okay, this is my baggie of goodies that we have. Let's drop these all out, including the other little baggie, which has our little tiny mushroom in it. Now we're going to make an anklet, as I mentioned, I believe. Here's our findings here. There's a crimp tube. There should be one more crimp tube in here. There it is. And these are the beads we're going to use. We're going to go with this. Isn't this a pretty one? It's got lots of druzy in it. And then we're going to be spacer, cream, oh, nope, I forgot. Leaves, cream, spacer, green coin, spacer, cream, spacer, jasper, spacer, cream, leaf, druzy on this side. There's a nice pretty one in this one too. Leaf. On the other side, it's of course going to be the same. Leaf, cream, spacer, green, spacer, cream, spacer, I think these are unikite, but I could be wrong. They could be jasper, but this one looks like it was just starting to druzy. See how it's got this interesting look to the edge of it? I appear to be missing a spacer. Let's see if I got a 2 right here. There we go. So it's going to go around like that. And if it's too long, of course, we'll take a few off. If it's perfect, that's great. Then we're going to use the little mushroom dangle here at the end as a decoration. So I've got some Softlex fluorite beading wire out, so we will pull a hunk of that off. And I'm not going to cut it. I'm going to work right from the spool. I prefer to work from the spool. That way I don't get it too short. Now, too long is, I don't really care, because let's face it, I would prefer too much than not enough, but that's the way it goes some days. So we're just going to start stringing from the one side and just go all the way around. Oops, dropped a leaf. Well, we'll have to get that before we're finished. Now this druzy is our halfway point here. So let's get a bead stomper. Oops, knocking my pliers over here. And then we'll get the ruler out and see where we're at as far as length is concerned here. We may need more beads because that's only 4, and we want it to be approximately 9. It's only a little, well, it's 4 and an 1/8, and this is middle bead, so it would pull up to more like 4. So we'll have to see. We may have to add some to it. We do. So let's go on. Since I dropped that gold leaf, I got another one. I'm getting another one here. And if we need to, like I say, we'll just repeat the pattern around again. So, you go right here. So let's finish stringing this as we have it set up here. And then we will figure out its size again. Boy, this one, we want to lose these leaves, don't we? Look, there's the end. Ooh, look at the shimmer on that. Isn't that pretty? So let's measure what we've got here for sure. And we are at just barely over 8 inches. So we want 9 for an anklet. And I don't think that our hardware and stuff will add that extra inch. So but on the other hand, it won't let me have the full revolve. On the other hand, doing a full set is going to be too much. I only need like maybe 1/4 of an inch to 1/2 an inch. So I don't think I'm going to add anything. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put our hardware on, and then if necessary, I will add another jump ring to the end and put our little mushroom on that, so that we have whatever we need. So I'm going to just cut this wire right here. Set it aside. And then what we're going to do is we're going to start putting on our hardware here. So we want to get our jump ring, or I should say our crimp tube. Then we'll want our jump ring. I'm going to put the big one on this side. Flip it around and bring her through. Now I'm not going to worry about going through any extra beads right now because we're on the side where I don't need to worry about extra beads. So I'm just gonna, going through the beads. So I'm just gonna pull it up. We're gonna get our crimpers. I use magical crimpers. They've got a divot in the middle. You just put your crimp tube right in it and squish, and then you turn it and squish it again. And then you keep turning it in a circle and squishing until you've got it in a nice little ball, or it stops squishing, one or the other, because one or the other will happen. Okay, now we'll give it a tug test. Seems good. And we'll see what beads this little tail will manage to go through. Strangely, the one it doesn't want to go through is this gemstone bead. There it goes. Okay, so that side's done. So now we bring it over here and do this side. This time we do want to go through the extra beads. We'll go to right here. I'm going to hold on to the jump ring while I pull. And that will get it much more tighter than if I was trying to do it just by pulling by hand. So let's see how we're doing here. Oh, that's pretty. So this one needs to be pulled up just a little bit more. There's a bigger gap down here than I want. So we'll get her pulled up. Okay, I think that's all right there. So let's get our crimping pliers in there. Get it in the groove, squish, and turn. And cut the extra wire off. Okay, now we'll open up this jump ring and put the lobster claw on. Okay, so let's see how big she ended up being totaled out. And I was just going to put the mushroom on as a regular dangle, but I may put some I don't have any chain that's gold like this. But I, of course, have plenty of jump rings, so I'll make a chain with jump rings and put the little mushroom on the bottom of it if we need some extra length. If not, it's just gonna be an extra. We do need some extra length. See, it's not 9 inches, and I want at least 9 inches. So we're going to add, open this up. Come here, baby. And then we're going to add like 2 or 3 large gold jump rings. So it looks sort of like a chain. I think 3, maybe even 4. It wants to be 4. Well, we're only going to let it be 3. So we'll open these up. We'll put this one on here, and then this one can go right here on it. Make sure it's closed all the way. Take our little mushroom, and ordinarily I'd take that round jump ring off, but I think it looks like it's pretty well closed, so we'll leave it on. We'll take this last one, go through the link, and then through the little mushrooms link here, and close this one up. And this one looks like it's open, but open to the top. There we go. So now we will close this up a little further down, maybe on like this one right here, and the mushroom still dangles, and we'll see what we got it to now. And look, it's perfect 9. So there we go. We've got our 9 inches, plus we've got the little dangle with the mushroom hanging off the bottom of our extra chain we built. Though, you know, some people like, nah, it's fine. We'll leave it this way. If I need to lengthen it, if someone purchases it and needs longer length, then we'll add it then. So there we go. There's our anklet with our little gold mushrooms and our gold leaves and the druzies. And aren't those pretty? But that's a nice flashy one. So I like that. I hope you do too. This would have also made, of course, a really lovely bracelet. But it's not. It's an anklet. So there we go. So there we go. There is our really pretty anklet using our bargain bead box for August Woodland Whimsy. There's our little mushroom. Isn't it cute? Isn't that nice and pretty and flashy? I like it. Hope you enjoyed making this beautiful anklet with me. This has been Rose from In Rose's Garden, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye.